Ebupwe. Hi everyone. Um, Thank you for joining me this morning. This afternoon from here. Today we have a boot camp. This is an in-person boot camp in Frisco, Texas, and it's going to happen. Call it spring sprints, March 23rd through 27th, and live on our campus. Like you can see there, live. It's going to be live. It's a time where we invite in businesses, business owners, teams, builders. If you want to automate or build an agent for your business or your daily workflow or your workflow, we'll be able to guide you within. It's a 5 days training and bridging the gap between AI theory and enterprise grade deployment. We're going to really guide people, and where we release good agentic AI, kind of a complete framework. So you will learn a lot. It's going to be really worth it. Okay. So we're calling on everyone to save the dates. The date is March the 23rd through 27th of March 2026. Going to have in-person 1 full week intensive training in MVIT campus in Frisco, Texas. We are on Pressing Road. It's going to be wonderful. So your team from wherever you are, within DFW, within Texas, within the US, or if you're outside the country, can fly in. This is going to be wonderful. You learn raw how to build an AI agent and then how to deploy them. It's going to be really a great time. If you want to be part of it, it's a good time to actually now sign up. And so, want to look at the AI landscape. As you look at it, it has moved. So the AI landscape has shifted from passive chat bots to autonomous agents. Okay, where the AI now being built to have reasoning capability to execute, plan, to also learn and do better. So the artificial intelligence, knowledge, learning, and all those things. So we are moving beyond simple prompt and response to the new era, which is defined by what we call the agentic AI, which is a system that can reason. It's a system that plan and then it can execute complex tasks autonomously to drive business outcome. Okay, so that is the level that we're actually going. So 2026 is the year of AI agents. Okay, and this is in terms of productivity is 10s. So times 10 is a good place to really be. So that movement uh, to this level is something that is very important. The what is agentic AI? What is agentic AI? When we talk about agentic AI, it's an AI system that does not only generate tests, but actively perceive, reason, act, and learn to achieve high level goals with minimal human interventions. Okay, sometimes autonomously. So it makes an autonomous decision. So autonomous decision making, goal oriented execution, and it apply what we call adaptive learning loops. That means it learns based on how the process is. So When we talk of an agent, it's an autonomous decision-making system, goal-oriented execution system, and an adaptive learning platforms, okay, by using what we call loops. And so the agentic AI framework has something very important that is required for us to know. And so the core system of an agent, the there is the foundation, which is the framework, right? The foundation has framework, runtime, output validations that ensure stability. Then on the Gen AI layer, we where content is created, like retriever augmented generations or prompt engineering and the use of tool. These are the Gen AI level. Then the agent capability. It has, of course, it's an advanced autonomy. It has an advanced autonomous capability. So what I mean by that, it plans, and then there is a react act. I think yesterday in my webinar, I did mention that as well. I want to call the COT. And then, of course, multi-agent collaborations and state persistence, right? He has those capability. Then agent management, like enterprise control in terms of governance, safety, cost management, and observability. So these are the basic framework of agentic that are very important for you to know. Again, we are going to have a practical session, okay? Practical session in our campus. We have engineers from our team in MVIT, engineers from Microsoft, engineers from AWS, engineers from Google, engineers from all these big companies coming together in our campus, and then you are able to learn, okay, in real time from ground zero. Within 5 days, you're able to learn and build something before you even leave the campus. So you'll be able to deploy an agent either on AWS cloud platform or on GCP cloud platform or on the Microsoft Azure cloud platforms. You'll be able to deploy, or even IBM cloud platform, wherever you want to deploy them. You are living with an agentic flow. So remember I mentioned it's going to take place on the 23rd through 27th of March. Keep the date, save the date. It's going to be an intensive hands-on training in our labs. And so when we look at the advanced framework, right? The advanced framework, the advanced framework component. It does have the advanced framework component as well. When we talk about the agent management, it does scheduling and prioritization. So it schedules and prioritize tasks, right? Then it has a state persistence and rollback. So, and then self-improvement loops and the multi-agent coordination, because it could be, some agent could be a tool, some could be acting differently with different capability. So it calls them and then they behave. Then when we talk about the governance and safety, we're looking at the guardrail and the constraints, right, in terms of human in the loop oversight. So some agent like one we built called Jericho AI. Yes, for instance, it make predictions and provide recommendations, but there are some tasks that, again, if you need to implement, human need to have oversight over it. Then there are risk management policies and observability and tracing, right? So those are part of the governance and safety. In terms of output and interfaces, we have what we call dynamic tooling integrations, API and webhook actions, structured data output, and then the user interface generations. All these are part of advanced framework component of agentic AI system. When we talk about the agentic AI system, we want to look at the key technologies that are driving the agents, okay? The key technology number one is the large language model and the transformers, like the true reasoning engine, which is you have the GPT-4, the Cloudy, the Llama, they understands context and intentions. Those are like the key driving technology. Number two is what we call attention mechanism. The attention mechanisms allows model to focus on relevant part of vast input data for precise actions. Okay, so those are underlying technology that are driving us towards agent evolutions in the AI. Then there is what we call the RAG. RAG means retrieval augmented generations, where you have specific data that you need to retrieve from, and then the vector database. So you retrieving real time or proprietary business data to ground the agent decisions. Those are key technologies driving agent. Then another thing is what we call the function calling. That is the ability to execute a code, call an API, and interact with software tooling autonomously is what we call function calling, where you call specific function to perform an action. Then the core agent capability. Agent has various capability, but there are core one. Number one is planning and reasoning. That agent has capability to reason, to plan. That means breaking down complex goals into sub tasks using what we call chain of thought, that is COT, or using REACT methodologies. REACT meaning reasoning and art, right? So it reason and art methodology to be able to do a lot of order. Then number two, it is the tool use and execution. So interaction or interacting with external environment such as application programming interfaces or database and software to perform real actions. Okay, that like I mentioned, function calling, or you have plugin here and there. Those are part of capability, core capability of an agent. Then another one is the multi-agent collaborations. So there are agents that multi-agent, different agent, just like human being with different capability. Maybe I'm an engineer, someone else is a doctor. Even in the engineering sector, someone is a project manager, another person is a solution architect, another person is this, but we work together. So working and collaborating with the team in general is what we mean by this. So in the multi-agent, it has collaborative ability. That means it can collaborate, it can work together. Specialized agent working together to handling of tasks and coordinating to solve complex problems, right? So in terms of, you see something like swarms of agent, AutoGen from Microsoft, Creo AI, right? All those things are used to build this type of collaborations. Then the production grade operations, okay? So there are key that are very important in terms of production grade collaborations. We have orchestration, state management, and evaluations and feedback. When we talk about collaboration or orchestrations, we're looking at managing agent lifecycle in terms of task routing and resource allocation at scale, right? So you use tools like Veritax, AI Foundry from Microsoft, or different type of platforms are there that you can orchestrate your platform to manage the life cycle, your tool and everything, the lang chain and all those type of things. Then in terms of the state management, you maintaining context across the long running sessions and handling interruption gravely are very important. So you manage the state of the agent when it's at work, right? Then you do what we call evaluations and feedback. That is continual monitoring of agent performance and human in the loop refinement. Okay, it's working and you're checking the result to kind of make it to become proper. Now let's look at the governance and safety in terms of building trust in autonomous system. This is very important, right? Now human beings are no longer involved or less involved. You're now delegating the machines and the computer to carry out activity for you autonomously. So, in other words, you need to consider many things: the policies, standards, need to consider the laws, you need to consider requirement, governance, regulations, and a lot of things must be put in place. So all these accumulate together called becomes under what we call governance and safety, because you want to build trust into the autonomous system. So one of the key things that you must mitigate, we call hallucination mitigations. That means you need to build an advanced verification step to prevent false outputs, false results. Then preventing the machines or the AI or this autonomous system to not to give a false information. Okay, is very important, or false result. Number two is what we call the data privacy, and these are very, very key as we now move seriously into the agentic world, right? So you stick PII marketing and enterprise grade encryption is very important because of data privacy. Then your access control in terms of role-based permission for tools using and data retrieval. So in this context, you must treat the artificial intelligence agentic platform or the agent you are building like human being. How before you log into a computer, you need permissions, you need various things. So all those things need to be put in place as you build a production grade type of system. Let's look at some real world applications when we talk about the agentic system. And some of the real world applications, of course, the agentic use cases, we have it in customer services, healthcare, retail, manufacturing, marketing, human resource, finance, insurance, logistics, and all over. There are a lot and couple of more real world applications. In terms of customer support, agent that, for instance, resolve ticket, process a refund, and update the customer relationship, and that is the CRM, record autonomously, right? Instead of human being, an agent is the one resolving a ticket, solving everything, and processing reform if there is need. So these are real world capability of an agentic AI, right? Then let's say in finance and in analysis, an agent can be built to do market research agent that, for instance, gather data and analyze the trend and generate investment report. So normally we will have the business analysts and financial gurus, human being to do this, but now we have an agent to go over the internet, search on Google, do a lot of things, and provide for us a very simple, clear decision-making report. And so those are things agent can do. And then, in fact, in the software engineering, you can have an agent, which we do have today. Many of them are out there for agent that does coding, write a complex code, computer code or software, right? Code agents that write text, okay? It can refactor the legacy code and even deploy applications. We do have that. In fact, you see the GitHub Copilot, you see many of the software development environment or kits today comes with this type of things, and many products out there. Lovables is there that can build website, and many others today. Then we also have the healthcare operations. For instance, you can automate patient scheduling, insurance verifications, and claim processing. So in real world, we have various and couple of agents that does this type of thing, and that is where the world is really going. Now, let's look at the regulatory landscape. Okay, in terms of regulatory landscape, there are compliance you need to meet. In fact, here in Texas, there is what they call the TRAGA, right? TRAGA compliance. That is the Texas Responsible AI Governance Act. Okay, it creates a standard for automated decision system, right? So, which I think every government and every state can also adopt, because The benefit of ensuring this regulatory compliance cannot be overemphasized. Number one, avoiding unnecessary legal issues from when an agent does something is very important. Increasing efficiency and safety in the workspace. Number two. Number three is you need to do a lot of it helps also in playing competitions, right? Competitions, guiding, and different type of things. So you have to do what we call mandatory risk assessment, ergometrics, transparency, accountability framework, and consumer protection standard. So the rules that apply to human beings in carrying out activities, right? In doing things, you need to now bring it to this AI, which is very important. Okay. Then let's look at the power of our in-person training. Yes, the 5 days of training which we have going to be March recorded March Monday 23rd through 27th Friday is going to be in-person training, no online. And so if you can fly in, that is good. Texas is wonderful place to be at that time. So March 23rd to 27th, we'll be having in-person training. We have engineers, people coming, business people, various people coming in to do the training. So wherever you are, you need to invite your friends. You need to come in. We have engineers from various company, business owners, business people coming to build something innovative. And then in our labs, we do guide, we provide end-to-end guidance. Engineers from our team in MVIT and engineers from partner company like Microsoft engineers will be around, AWS engineers will be around, Google engineer is going to be interesting. We're going to looking forward to host up to 300,000, 300 engineers or business people, C-level engineers, executive on campus. So please, we are encouraging you to be part of that training. It's going to be wonderful. 1 full week. You need to come to Texas and see what is happening. So the powering of the in-person training. So it's going to be deep immersion. Okay, deep immersion. So escape daily distractions and focus on mastering artificial intelligent agentic, or what we call agentic AI, in a dedicated lab environment. So want to build agentic workflow, daily workflow, no matter how complex is it. If you come as solution architect, sit with you, we analyze together what you can do, how you can do it, how you can deploy it, and boom, you are gone. Everything is going to be wonderful. And again, you have direct expert access. So if you are entrepreneur, you want to build something, you want to do one business or the other, and you're thinking of building an autonomous system or agent, this will be a right thing for you, right? So you come, you have direct access to pool of our resources, physical, in person, right? You show us, we sit down with you, we look at everything, we brainstorm with you in our project or agentic AI war room, and then we're able to show you a lot of things. So you get immediate feedback and guidance from our engineering dream team while you build. Okay, not only that, high value networking, right? You meet engineer from Microsoft, meet engineer from Google, you meet engineer from AWS, IBM, and all that, even NVIDIA. You meet engineer from them too, or all these people are partners, and then you are interacting with them to really know how you build, how best to build, where to deploy, what I want to do to become profitable. And this is very important because 80% of AI projects are failing as a result of wrong decisions and not even able to plan very well. So we are calling on everybody from anywhere in the US, outside the US. You can fly in, that would be good. And in person is going to just 1 week, okay? 1 week of result-oriented training, and you connect with peers, your potential partners, right? So, an industry leaders facing a similar challenge is going to be mind-blowing, okay? And another thing, so let's look at building agentic AI with problem-first approach, and that is going to be part of our training, right? So you will build agentic AI with a problem first approach. So we teach the RAC, we evaluations, the ANs, the MCP, what we call the model control protocol, the multi-agent context engineering, and all that you need, but always as a tool to solve a business problem, right? We're not theoretic, it's not a theoretical time. We want you to ensure that it's really, really going to be a great time, okay? And then what will you learn? What will you learn? Number one is problem first intuitions, right? So making decision tailored to business constraint, not just a model capability, right? That's not what we'll be teaching. Be solving your business problem. What you need to build to solve business problem, either for yourself or for a company or businesses you work for, or something you want to build to sell, right? Those are the things in real time we will be talking with you. Then we reframe business challenge through systems learned to identify where agentics AI add real value. So we look at a business, we look at your workflow, we look at what you want to do, and then we'll advise you really, professionally speaking. We have business gurus, we have engineers, tech experts that are going to be guiding you through this, right? So understand why traditional software assumption fail in problematic AI environment. We teach you that. Then we evaluate critical trade-off and then model choices in terms of versus latency, performance versus cost. We look at all that. Those are things you will be learning, right? And then building, of course, beyond building, those are things you'll be learning. Then the evolve-driven mindset, right? So frame AI problem through measurable output rather than futures, okay? This is key. These are things you'll be learning. Then use evaluation as the backbone of reliable agentic system. And then we teach you also to identify a quantity failure, right? Models easily using prosy metrics. Then you master the iterative design, build, you test, and then measure, and then refine. Those are the things, are the techniques you will be learning. Another thing that is important that I want you to know is mastering the stack, right? So in this training we are calling for is going to be March 23rd to 27th of March 23rd to 27th of 2026 is going to be mind-blowing. Just 1 full week of indoor training and engineer from various companies, business owners, business executive from various and leaders are going to be part of it. So you don't need to miss it. And then you will be mastering the technology stack, like a practical context engineering, right? Where you design smarter prompt using what we call decompositions and the metal prompt and the algorithmics automatizations, right? You build for performance, you build for reliability, you build for stability, right? So those are the things we will be teaching you. Not only that, you compare reasoning versus non-reasoning model for specific business tasks, things we'll be teaching. Then implement evaluations and guide rails techniques using large language model judge and semantics scoring. Okay, then of course building agentic pipeline. How do you build agentic pipeline, such as integrate retrieval, memory, and self-reflective behavior into the robot system? Do you learn those things? And then you balance a trade-off between accuracy, latency, and adaptability. Those are things from architectural perspective, from design perspective, from business perspective, for you to take those decisions, right? And then you analyze multi-agent coordinations, patterns, and protocols, such like the MCP, or what we call the Model Control Protocol, and the agent-to-agent protocol, A to A, right? All those things you will be learning. Yeah, so the corporate, if you have a company and you have a team, you're looking to, rather than spending thousands and millions, bring them, come just within 5 days, 23rd to 27. We call it spring sprint. It's going to be great, right? So corporate of skilling, strategic implementations. You come to our lab, we sit with you, we guide you, and you are doing something real. So we bridge the gap between AI theory and enterprise grade deployment before the second quarter cycle begins. So it's very important. So please come to our lab in Frisco, Texas, between this time, and then we will be here to support you live and direct. Our classroom is ready, waiting for you to really, really come in and have a serious discussion. It's going to be really, really wonderful. We sit with you, we solution with you, we design with you, we provide the guidance. So we'll be on the first day. We are looking at which is Monday, by the way. One beautiful, trusting God for, it's going to be beautiful Monday, where we lay the foundations and the architecture for the agentic world, right? Where the agentic mindset will bring the agentic mindset to you by deconstructing the framework, right? We will deconstruct the framework, such as planning memory, the tools and the actions, a large language model selection strategy, the for instance, GPT-4 versus Cloud versus Llama. We will look at all those mindset, right? So the agentic mindset, we will try to look at it on the morning session. In the afternoon session, we will be talking to you about the environment and, of course, your hello world. What I mean by that, setting up your secure DevOps environment, maybe like Python and Docker, to build your first single task autonomous agent. We'll be guiding you through that. You don't need to be a developer, a software engineer. No, just come the way you are. In as much you can use a computer, we're able to guide you through doing this, right? And to see the amazing work artificial intelligence is doing. Then a daily outcome is a fully configured enterprise grade development environment and a working prototype agent. We will be fulfilling the first day. So it's going to be intensive, it's going to be great, it's going to be lovely. Okay, so really, really waiting to see you this day. On the number two, which is 24 Tuesday, we'll be looking at the tool and function calling, right? The tool and function calling will be the key thing we are going to look at, right? On the morning session, we'll be looking at the interface level, interface layer, which here we will define schemas for calling API, for calling tools, for calling different type of things, and teaching large language model how to read the manual of your API. So we'll be doing that in the morning sessions. And then in the afternoon session, we'll be connecting you to reality, connecting to reality in terms of building agent that can query a structure query language, or like the query SQL database, and scraps live web data, go to the internet, do Googling and do lot of things, bring result for us without any human interventions. And then, of course, updating CRM record, and safely, that kind of thing. And the output here we are looking at an AI capable of executing real world tasks, not just chatting, no, executing real world tasks. Those are the things that we're looking at doing. Okay, on the number three, which is the number three, which is the Wednesday. Uh, this is very key in the industry. When we talk of memory, when we're talking about the agentic AI word, and then memory is key and state management. And so we take it specially, we're going to discuss it. We're going to talk about memory and state management. And in this memory and state management, we will be focusing around vector database and databases and racks, right? Retrieval augmented generations, and implementing what we call semantic search, connecting your agent to vast knowledge base. It could be existing PDF, it could be wiki, it could be code base, it could be any type of data, right? To be connecting to them so that you can have some structure or proprietary information or business data that you have. And that's why you need to also come along with your data to operate, right? Then in the afternoon, we look at what we call persistent context. Persistent context. In other words, designing state machines that remember user preference and conversation history across the session. That's what we mean by persistent context. Okay, so you remember your history, remember everything, and then we're able to do that. And the outcome for this day will be an intelligent agent that learn, remember, and improve over time. Okay, so we will be working on that. So from day one to the last day, it will be really, really worth it. Okay, and then the sixth, which is Thursday, we'll be looking at, this is a special offer. I call it special offer. Okay, we'll be looking at the multi-agent orchestrations, multi-agent orchestration. And the morning session, we look at swarm intelligence. Here, moving beyond single agent to now designing manager worker, okay, in terms of hierarchies where agent delegate tasks to specialists. That is what we'll be building. And in the morning time, which I call swarm intelligence. And then another thing is the afternoon session, we look at advanced workflow, like building a software house, for instance. You have simulations, and then a project manager, you have code agent, QA, or tester agent, you have solution architect agent, you have cloud agent, DevOps agent, that kind of thing. So here we'll be doing a sophisticated multi-agent system, solving complex multi-step tasks. That is actually what it will be doing, right? So it's going to really, really, really do that. Okay. And then on the final day, which is the grand finale, will be to deploy and present. Okay, we're looking for you to present your agent. It's going to be wonderful. And these are production grade. So we're going to be going into productions. Okay, the grand finale will be to deploy and present, which is the final day. And so morning session will be going to production. You're either deploying to AWS, Azure, GCP, or any other cloud like IBM or OCI. These five major clouds, you can deploy to any of them, and they're handling your authentication, scaling it, and doing your monitoring. We're doing that in the morning, right? Remember, we started from single agent to multi and complex agent, right? And which has coordinations, collaboration capability with other agents, delegations ability, and all those type of things, right? So, and then we can deploy them, which becomes a product. So, in other words, within these 5 days, you are able to build a product that you can even make money from if you are a business person. Then in the afternoon, we will have a 3 iteration build where we work in small team to build an agentic search system integrating the RAG, that is retrieval augmented generation, MCP in terms of the model control protocol, and multi-agent component. We will be doing that. Then the main event, we will be presenting to 2,000 plus global leader, showcasing your final project to a massive audience of enterprise readers, investors, and hiring managers. So even if you're learning, try to do something. This is key. If you're an entrepreneur like myself, you want to start a small business, this is going to be wonderful for you. And so it's very important to quickly grab your ticket. So you're going to be hearing from Engineering Dream Team, world-class support, right? So you sit side by side with engineers from the world-leading AI company for end-to-end guidance. Engineers, we have engineers coming in for this program from Microsoft, from AWS, from Google, from IBM, from NVIDIA, from OpenAI, Anthropy, and Meta. We have engineers from all these companies that are really, really part of this, ready to guide you how to deploy agentic workflow in production grade within 5 days. So we guide you from concept to cloud deployment. Okay? We guide you from concept to cloud deployment. We are so happy to be part of this. So please make sure that you are there. And so we have a premium experience, okay? That premium experience is that have daily catering lunch where you can provide meals for you for that day, because it's going to be a very intensive day, right? So there is food, everything on campus that you can feed from. You can just stay fuel and continue focus. Not only that, we have a premium coffee. If you want morning and afternoon coffee service to keep your energy high on campus, will be there. So I will really, really want you to be part of it. And then we have a ProCourseware as well, comprehensive printed and digital guide, code repos, and then tool. In fact, if you don't have even access to the cloud, we provide you credit to do a lot of all that within the time. And so, yes, so a lot of thing. If you are in Texas, there is also Texas Work for Commission grant. If you have a business, I think they provide up to 2,000 per employee if you want to send in your employee to the training. And so eligible Texas small business can receive up to 2,000 per employee to cover the training cost. So we can handle the paperwork for you. If you have a business and you have a team to come in for the training, you can ping us. We can handle the paperwork for you, guide on the skill development fund from TWC, and then maximize your training on the return on investment. So in other words, if you do have a business, have a company, and you have a team, and you're really looking to get them trained to build something or to handle your business very well, I think this training can be paid for by even the Texas Workforce Commission if you're from Texas. And if you're from other states, you can check with them as well, since you want to get them trained. Yeah, beyond the classroom, okay? Beyond the classroom, we also provide career and business support. So we can automate your resume in terms of you have engineers, you have hiring managers, you have a lot of people on campus that day. And so we can review to expert review to highlight your new agentic skill and attract top recruiters if you're looking for job. And then LinkedIn branding strategic to position yourself as a thought leader in the AI space on LinkedIn. You have good guidance and interview preparation. In fact, for some people, depending on your skill set, you could and what you have acquired, you could end up getting your job or having your interview done on site. So we prep you for interview, mock technical interview, focus on AI architecture and agent design. Because if you have this skill, there are a lot of jobs out there that you can quickly grab. So secure your seat today, please. Secure your seat. If you employer sponsorship, we can provide you a justification letter and template to help you get approval from your manager if you are working in a company to be part of it. If you grant assistance, we can also provide you paperwork support, navigating the TWC if you are in Texas to potentially cover 100% of your training cost. And then immediate return on investment is deploy a working agent by Friday that save hours of manual working immediately, and you are taking home not less than 20 to 35,000 work of work based on what I mean by that. The learn, the skill and everything that put together will be worth that. Okay. Who should attend? Who should attend? Okay, let's look at that. Who should attend? Number one, developers and engineers seeking to transition from traditional coding to an AI development. You are number one. Welcome. Data scientists, okay? Data scientists looking to optimize model into autonomous system. You're of course welcome. Technical product managers wanting to understand the capability and limit of AI is for you. IT leaders and IT architecture responsible for enterprise AI grid and governance. All these are for you. Even business leaders and executive, this is for you as well. uh, a lot of other things you need to be part to join us from there. Why do you choose MVIT? Why MVIT? The MVIT different. Number one is practitioner led. We are not just training place. No, we are builders, we innovators, inventors. Okay, and so you we taught by engineers. You taught by engineers who are actively building AI system, not just academics. Okay, those are engineers. Then enterprise grade, we focus on scalability, security, and governance, not just uh, toy demos. Okay, these are enterprise grade products. Not only that, we have a community ecosystem, join a long life network of AI builders and leaders in Texas tech corridors or even beyond. So the return on investment equation, okay? The return on investment equation, the cost of inertia, loss. It will be a loss. If you don't add, you will lose. That means falling behind competitors, manual inefficiencies, and miss automation opportunity. But if you training investment less than 1 month, just 1 week, it will be a payback period. A single automated workflow can recoup the entire cost fill in weeks. So it's very, very important, please, that you need to understand. The common questions that you will be tempted to ask is that what prerequisite do I need? Okay, basic familiarity with Python is recommended, not compulsory. We provide pre-course material to get you up to speed. We just guide you, telling you about variables, telling you about data types, and that can guide you. It's not a rocket science. That's what I tell people. So if you do contact us, we can begin to prep you before that time. Do I need to bring a laptop? The answer is yes. You bring in a laptop, Windows, Mac, or Linux. It's required for the hands-on labs. So bring your lab. We have desktop computer, but we want everybody to be free. So please bring your laptop and everything. If you don't have anything, you can also contact us. We see what we can do for you. Then, is there a remote option? For now, no. We're still thinking of this, but no. We want everybody in person. This is an immersive in-person experience designed for deep focus on networking. Okay, so beyond development, we are bringing people from different companies. So we want you to network with them. Okay. Yeah, let's look at the more detail. Can I bring my team? Absolutely. We offer group discount for team of three or more. Contact us for detail. You need to contact us. We are able to provide you. If you bring one more people, you get discount, okay, from the price. What if I miss a day? All material and code are provided, but attendance is highly recommended for full experience, okay? Is certification included? Yes, upon completion, you will receive the MVIT certified agentic AI developer credential. We will give you the MVIT certificate. The registration process is simple, okay? Very simple, three-step, okay? You scan and pay. Use the QR code or the link which you will to reserve your seat instantly, and then you receive confirmation email. You get your pre-course material within 24 hours, okay? Then, in terms of preparing for the sprints, right? So there's basic Python. So you can review our pre-course sprint primes on functions and data. So which focuses on print, on functions and data. Then the hardware check examples ensure that you have a laptop with admin right to install packages, and then account setup. So you create free um, GitHubs and OpenAI key and all those type of things. Those are things we can also do on site. The post-training support with that 30 days mentorship, direct access to our instructors via Slack or Microsoft Teams to help you troubleshoot your real world deployment. Luminous community lifetime membership in our private network of AI engineers and leaders. Okay. And then quarterly update. We exclusive webinar on new agent frameworks and model release. So these are things that you will have for greater impact. Um, why wait? Okay, the clock is ticking, so we have few numbers that are remaining. So don't miss out. Just scan the QR code you see there. Do the payment. The payment is quite simple. I'm going to show you very soon. Do the payment, and then here you go. So small cohort size to ensure one-on-one attention. Price increases by 500 after 15th of March, and your competitors are always building agent. Are you not trying to build one? Okay, your competitors will be building agent. So the exclusive time you to secure your future today is just $2,450. You are saving 500. If you scan the QR code and pay today, you are just paying to us 2,450. Okay, this is an early bid and it's valid all the way to 15th of February 2025. Okay, 5 days intensive lab, professional courseware. Of course, we provide lunch and networking, premium morning and afternoon coffee, all are part of this. So the cost is 2,950, but imagine if you pay now, pay today, quickly go to scan the QR code and pay. If you scan the QR code and make payment right now, you will be saving 500 bucks, okay? Be saving 500 bucks. Your next step is that register to the lock in the early bid rate before it expires. Plan your trip, book travel to Frisco, Texas for March 2023, March 23 to 27 of this year, and then start pre-work, assess the learning portal. We provide you access, and you're able to see many things. Get in touch. We are here to help you. That is our office address, and that is the campus. You can call us on the landline number or mobile number. You can email us, or you visit the platform. You can scan the QR code and quickly pay the amount. Okay. Thank you very much. The future is agentic. Build it with us, and then we will guide you. Remember, once again, you need to quickly remember that the amount is just 2,450 between now and February 15th. After that, it will be additional 500. So quickly go back there, scan the QR code, make your payment, and then if you do have questions, let's discuss your agentic future for your business. We are here to answer your questions about the curriculum, build your own agent, guarantee, and whatever you need to know about. Let us know. It's really really mind blowing, so that we can guide you to take your business from traditional legacy level to the agentic world. Once again, thank you so much. It has been John Eno here in MVIT.